Welcome to the Traffic Health webinar. My name is Kristen. I'm the product marketing manager here at Everflow, and I'm very, very excited to talk to you about Traffic Health, which actually just released today. So everyone who is currently an Everflow customer has access to view this in their account. And I just want to talk to you about the benefits that you get from it, and then also kind of walk through some situations and how you can use Traffic Pulse to solve for some issues. Okay, so what is Traffic Health? As I mentioned before, it was released today. So if you're an Everflow customer, you have access to view this within your account. So we all know that the biggest traffic threats to your campaigns are actually the ones that you can't see. A single blacklisted domain can actually silently sabotage your campaigns and damage your reputation, while also doing kind of like a soft leak of revenue due to the lost traffic that you're seeing. And so that is why Traffic Health, or that's why Everflow created Traffic Health, which is a centralized solution to give you more control and the ability to proactively monitor and secure your domains. We do have multiple vendors such as Google Threat Intelligence that allow to actively detect when you're having domain security issues such as phishing, spam, malware, while also ensuring that your users are able to access your website, building trust and building your reputation. And so if you are someone who is worried about traffic loss, email deliverability, or just compromised domains, Traffic Health is going to be a really powerful tool to use. And so what are some of the things that you get from Traffic Health? The first thing is you get centralized command and control. A lot of times people are using multiple external tools in order to do the monitoring. Does take a lot of time, and with the multiple external tools, it does lead to an increased chance of you missing vital information. So if you do have a domain that is down, having to log into multiple places to see it is not really the best use of time or resources. And so with Traffic Health, you're able to see everything in a single dashboard. You log into your Everflow account, the same place where you go to see your campaigns, and boom, it's right there. So Traffic Health really allows you to consolidate these critical checks, reducing your complexity, as well as simplifying your tech stack. And with the valuable time that you are saving, it allows you to focus on what matters most, which is growing your campaigns. You can also think of Traffic Health as insurance for your ad spend. As I mentioned before, that like slow leak in revenue when you are having domain security issues does hurt your bottom line at the end of the day, right? And so with Traffic Health, you're able to protect that from ad blocking and blacklisting by continuously monitoring for uptimes, as well as eliminating those manual checks. And with that insurance, it actually goes hand in hand with being able to find the source of these problems. And so with Traffic Health and Google Threat Intelligence, which is one of the vendors that we use, you're able to actually see exactly which links are causing the blacklisting, where they're being blacklisted, as well as what partners are using them. And so we take away a lot of the guesswork for you. So you're able to really pinpoint the problem within minutes and not days, saving your campaign a lot of time, again, in that lost traffic and in that lost revenue. And so I wanted to kind of show you what Traffic Health looks like and giving you a couple examples. Once you log in, you click on these three dots, it'll pull out this menu tab, and then right under tools, you see Traffic Health. And so this is the overview page. As I had said before, all Everflow customers get access to the basic version. The demo account that we'll be using today is the premium version. So it has all the features available. That includes the Google Threat Intelligence that I had mentioned before. So let's say that I have an affiliate that is an emailer affiliate, and they're responsible for the majority of my traffic. We'll say like 70 to 80%. And that affiliate is noticing that the domains that I'm providing are being blacklisted. Because of that, they've decided to pause all of my campaigns, and they tell me that they're not going to unpause them until I'm able to find a solution. And so why is that an issue? One, it's hurting my reputation with that affiliate. it's a partner that I value. And in order to continue to work with them, we need to be able to have transparency and a better way of working together, right? And then also, because this affiliate is pausing my campaign and they're my most successful affiliate, I'm now losing out on that 70 and 80% that they're normally bringing. So this is a big problem, right? So if one of my domains are being blacklisted, where would I go? Right here, we have what is the incidents and reputation tab. So I can click on this, and this will show me all of the incidents, whether it's like SSL certificates that need to be renewed, domain verifications that need to be renewed, things like that. But then I can also see here, we have the malicious activity flags, spam and abuse, tracking, and advertising. So if I'm being blacklisted, I want to look at kind of the malicious activity flags here. And I can actually scroll down here under reputation, and it'll show me all of the domains that are being flagged in that way. So malicious activity here, this is going to be Google Threat Intelligence, spam and abuse, we use Hetrix tool, and then tracking and advertising flags, we use EasyList. So if my account is if one of my domains are being blacklisted, we see that we have 4 here that are being blacklisted. So I can actually view the details. And here I'm able to see, okay, Google Threat Intelligence flagged it. This is where it's being blacklisted. So on criminal IP. There's 2 ways that I can go about solving for this. I can either change the domain and just give my affiliate a new domain, or if I think that I am being flagged as a false positive, I can actually go and look and find out a contact information, I guess, for the blacklist vendor to send them a notification and just say, hey, I think that this was by mistake. Most of the time they'll remove it. But if I don't know who that contact information is, I can actually click on these 3 dots here and view delisting information. This is where we give you information on false positives and like who to go to contact. So I believe it was criminal IP right here. Very easy. Showing you again, this is where we give you information on the false positives. And these are all the contact information for the blacklisters. Criminal IP, who is blacklisting us here, is written right here. So this is the email that I would go and notify. Okay, jumping back over here. If I wanted to switch out the domain instead, I'll just go back. All right, so we can click on these 3 dots again, view assignments and flag domain. And it will load. All right. So let's say that Sean Foley is my partner, right? We assign this domain specifically to Sean Foley, but we want to change that. We can actually hit edit assignment and assign them a new domain. When I click on this dropdown, all of the domains that I have available will be here, and I can just select one that is currently up and running and hit save. Easy as that. All right, so let's go back. Okay, let's say that I have an ad that is showing up on a laptop, but I'm having affiliates telling me that when they look on mobile, they're not seeing it. And so we know that the domain itself probably isn't the issue if it's showing up on a laptop. Is there a way we can see internet service providers and whether or not there's an issue there? Of course. So right here, we have ISP trends. So we can click into here and we can see the different internet service providers. Again, will show the domains. And this is a really good place to check just for any abnormal activity, right? So we're able to compare clicks over time. And so as of right now, all of these clicks are good. Please don't be alarmed about all of the red. This, this page actually specifically only tracks declining clicks, so it will only show red. But again, it's really just to show if there's any abnormal activity and allows you to catch it sooner rather than later. So let's just say for like AT&T, right? Everything is typically around like the number of clicks that it typically does, right? 4,000, 3,500, 3,300, 3,200, right? But if the clicks yesterday, if this was like 10 or 100, that would kind of set a light bulb in my mind that says, okay, maybe there's something going on. Maybe we need to check this domain and see if maybe it's better to switch out this domain. And again, you could just go to, well, okay, so all the domains here are going to be the same, but let's just do serve-eflow.test. We can go over to usage. Here's the domain, right? Very first one. And again, we can view assignments and we can go ahead and start switching out those domains if we see that that particular ISP has been impacting the performance of the domains. Okay. And so one other thing too that I wanted to talk about is what happens if you are assigning a specific partner a domain to drive traffic to, and you're not seeing performance under that specific domain, but that partner is saying, no, I've driven this many clicks, da, da, da. Could it be that they might be using a different domain than the one that you assign them? Is there a way to see that? Of course. So again, if we want to look at domains and mismatches, excuse me, we can go over to view assignments and view mismatches. So under the usage tab. And so again, the serve-Everflow, we have 28 partners using that domain. We have 36 offers that are going, right? If we look at the mismatches, again, under the three dots, we can see this is the domain, again, that they were assigned, the serve-EFlow. These are the domains that they are using. And so what do we do about this, right? If we want to send them a message that says, hey, we see that you're using the incorrect domain. Please make sure that you're using the one that's assigned. We can send tracking links, and it actually connects to our messaging system. So you can have a template that automatically comes up. Again, saving you a lot of time. We want to make this as easy as possible for you guys. And it just has a template that says, please make sure you're using the right ones. And it'll have the correct tracking link here. You can click the partners that you want to send to, and then you hit next and send. So easy as that. I know that we had some questions prior to the webinar. So thank you to everyone who has submitted these questions. So I just want to kind of like run through these because I know we have about like 12 minutes left. So I want to make sure that you guys are getting questions answered. So the first one, is this related to your domains only? If you have domains that are managed by us, it'll be on Traffic Health, but it doesn't have to be solely Everflow managed domains. If we can do co-managed domains as well, and even domains that are fully managed by you guys can also be on Everflow, or excuse me, on Traffic Health. Does Everflow provide a traffic quality score or health metric for each affiliate or campaign? So for this, I'm going to switch back over to this tab. So for every individual domain or campaign, the answer is no. You see a health score for your overall number of domains. And, right here is really where my eyes always go first, because if you have domains that are down, this icon is going to be red. If you have all of your domains are up, but you have reputation flags, so like blacklisting or ad blocking, this is going to be orange. And if everything is good, all your domains are up and you don't have any reputation flags, this icon is going to be green with like a cute happy face. So, but again, this bar at the top will only give you the high level overview. Now, if you wanted to see for specific domains, again, there's not going to be a specific health score, but what I would recommend is looking here at this bar. And the domain here is actually going to change depending on which domain you select over on this left-hand side. And so I'll use this one as an example. Again, it doesn't give you a specific health score, but it does give you some kind of visualization on how that domain is running. If you have a domain that's down, it'll actually show you specifically on which day that went down, and it'll be red. And every day after, if that domain is still down, it will be red. So you actually know exactly when that happened, and it's a quick way to kind of just check. Okay. This sounds epic. I think so too. Thank you. Will this be automated to send us alerts? Something negative pops up. So we do have automated alerts, and I will jump back into this account to show you. If you have either core or premium, you will see this bar up, or this button up in the right-hand corner called Manage Advanced Alerts. So if you click on it, it'll bring you to this page, and you can actually select when you want to be notified. So if you want to be notified if a domain goes down, yes. If there have been resolutions, you can say yes or no. If there's tasks that are needed on your end, whether something needs to be verified or renewed, you can say yes or no. And then the reputation flags, you can say yes or no. So we have Slack alerts with webhook as well as email alerts. And here you can actually add who you want to receive those emails. One thing I will say is at the moment, we don't have a way to specify who gets one alert. So if you like anybody you select to put on here will get all of the alerts. So how does Traffic Health identify and flag domain security issues like blacklisting or ad blocker interference in real time? So like I mentioned before, we use Google Threat Intelligence. We use Hetrix tools for blacklisting monitoring as well. And then EasyList, which is a community-run filter for ad blocks. And so with those three vendors, their powers united, we are able to help identify. And again, you're able to see that within the dashboard pretty quickly under the incidents and reputation tag. Okay, so I think this one was just looking for like blacklisting delivery issues. I hope that the use case example that I provided answered that for you. So we'll go on to the next one. And then wanting to know how domain health impacts performance. Again, just mentioning the loss in revenue, loss in traffic, and being able to catch that as soon as possible will help avoid all of that. How to activate it. No bells and whistles there. Again, you just kind of go over to this left-hand menu bar to access the basic feature everyone has. If you would like to upgrade to either core or premium, you can do that within billing. And then can poor traffic health directly contribute to higher decline rates or domain reputation issues? And does Everflow provide any alerts or automated actions when domain level threats like flag domains or bot heavy traffic start impacting conversion or transaction? So yeah, poor traffic health absolutely directly contributes to domain reputation issues as well as decline rates, because it keeps your users from accessing your websites and keeps them from converting and therefore generating revenue for your campaigns. And as I had shown before, you are able to set those alerts to catch it sooner rather than later. And they are automated when you have core and premium. So it could happen, at 2 a.m. You'll wake up to an email that says, hey, we have a domain that's down, or action that needs your attention. Does this analyze our domains and also the advertisers' domains? So it will advertise your domains as Everflow's customers. As of right now, we do not monitor third-party domains. So yeah, we analyze your domains, but not the advertisers' domains. And I think that's the last of the questions. So I want to just double check to see if there were any other questions that came in live. We do have about 5 minutes.
I saved all of the questions in the Q&A. Around 7, 10? I didn't count. So take it away with Manu.
Let me see. Does this give some kind of protections to our domain, like using reverse proxies, or is it just advanced monitoring tools for reacting fast? Manu, I think I'm going to kick this over to you, just in regards to the reverse proxy.
Yeah, sure. It wouldn't give an additional monitoring, like using the reverse proxy. It's not that kind of thing, but like if you make a mistake while setting up the reverse proxy and like the domain are no longer reporting on Everflow, you would get a notification but everything in terms of blacklisting, it would give you like you would know if your domain is blacklisted or not. So there's no difference here.
Great. And I'm gonna keep you here for this next one. Can we use the API to reassign the domains?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. I did see one that's asking how we get to advanced alerts again. So I'll just show you. Okay. So if you have, again, core or premium, right at the top right-hand corner, you'll see manage advanced alerts. You just click on it and it brings you to the screen, and you can hit edit and toggle which ones you want alerts for. Toggle here. And then if you want to add more people, you just hit this plus recipient sign and you can add. You can also remove them by clicking on this trash can. Is there a way to see the list of ISPs monitored before purchasing the upgrade? I don't believe so. Manu, if you want to confirm.
For the moment, it's all the ISP from the United States.
Is Norton on the list? I'm not familiar with Norton. Manu, do you know?
It's not allowing us to pull any data via the API, so it's not. About the other one just above, the SURBL, it is actually getting fetched by Etrix tools.
Okay, great. And I think we answered all of them. And Serble SURBL is also not on the list, it appears.
No, it is. It is.
Oh, it is.
It's fetched by Etrix.
Oh, Hetrix tools. Okay, perfect. Okay, great. So if we don't have any more questions, I hope you guys were able to see value in what Traffic Health is able to bring to your campaigns and just monitoring your domains in general. Again, you do have to be an Everflow customer to have access to Traffic Health. We do have a landing page if you wanted to learn more information. On that landing page, we also have an interactive demo. So you can kind of go step by step, and it does a more thorough walkthrough of what the UX will look like. Yeah. And yeah, so you can check out the interactive demo on our landing page. There's also a form at the top of that page if you wanted to get in contact with one of us. Oh, we have one more question right in at the last. Okay. How is this different from the managed proxy service we currently, and what is pricing like? So the managed proxy service is essentially, it's a little bit different than Everflow because it's like a different service. You don't have to have Traffic Health in order to have MPS with us. But if you have MPS, I think that it would make sense to also get Traffic Health. So pricing for Traffic Health, as I mentioned before, everyone has the free access. Core, which gives you Hetrix tools, incident views, and automated alerting, is $400 a month plus $30 per domain. And so those $30 per domain is on top of that $400 a month. If you want to upgrade to premium, which will give you access to Google Threat Intelligence, that is going to be $800 a month plus $35 per domain. So it's $35 per domain for premium, $30 per domain for core on top of the monthly price as well. And again, you can see more information on that in your billing. And I believe right now, if you have only the managed proxy service, you are paying around $40 a domain. So do with that info what you will.
2 more questions.
Oh, 2 more. Okay. Sorry. As I understand, the basic free plan doesn't have any reputation monitoring, only uptime and downtime. That is correct. You will only see which domains are up and which domains are down in order to get those reputation monitorings, because it does use our advanced vendors like Hetrix Schools and Google Threat Intelligence. You will have to upgrade.
Is it possible to monitor impression domains? I'm not sure if we answered that one or if it's new.
Yeah, actually, like any tracking domain, even if it tracks impression, clicks, or conversion, will be monetized.
One more.
Oh, okay.
They ask if they can pay to add their own domains.
Maybe I can maybe try, but like there's three types of domains. There's the fully managed domains, which we buy on the behalf of the customer. Those like the uptime monitoring will be part of the basic package. Also, the co-managed domains, which are the domain provided by the customers, which are installed on our servers. For those two, they're part of the basic package for uptime monitoring. The self-managed domains, which are fully like the customer take care of fully. Those are like you need the core or premium package to get the uptime monitoring. But once you get core or package, all the domains are getting like the blacklisting scans.
So it's the domains dedicated to count impressions when the users see the offers webpage before clicking it.
Yeah, that domain is monitored. Yeah.
Right. I think that's it. Cool. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this webinar, that you guys learned a lot about traffic health and what it can do for you. Please feel free to either go on the landing page and submit a form to reach out to one of us. If you are if you're not a Everflow customer, we can make sure to get you connected with somebody to get you set up. If you are an Everflow customer, please log in and just explore, have fun. All right. Thank you guys so much.